WJR.
I would guarantee that is true. That's a great example and a great story, Dick. I'm glad you brought that up, because that's an unusual story for him to go from working for the Ritz for years and being one of their top guys to go around and start places or fix them up or whatever, and then to go and be approached by Nancy to run a hospital because of the competitiveness now of the hospitals, and coming up with service at the hospital, service like the Ritz touch at the hospital. It's a brilliant idea. It is a brilliant idea. A hot ticket, hottest ticket. I mean, other than of course the big four. What's the hot ticket? Would you say?
Well, I think anytime you have an Nardelli up there, it's a hot ticket, and we may have another hot ticket at the end.
Surprise.
And Carly Fiorina. I mean, I've heard her speak when she was at Hewlett Packard, and now she's an author and a speaker, and I think she's always an exciting speaker, and I think that's going to be a good session.
Very politically involved too, because I was at a house for breakfast with John McCain, maybe a month or 2 months ago, and Carly was traveling with him.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Wow.
She was traveling with him. She was part of the team. I look and I go, I think that's her, and it was. So she'll probably have some good stories to tell.
You know, some of the best and hottest tickets up there, quite frankly, are for the events that are held outside of the normal course of the agenda of the chamber. I mean, there are meetings that go on at the Coach House and some of the variety of adult beverage facilities that they have there on the island.
We don't know about those
many,
but there are a lot of deals done. I can tell
unofficial.
A lot of deals done outside of the agenda.
The chamber does not sanction any of these other functions, but you're absolutely right, David, that over a gentleman's beverage, an adult beverage, and a cigar, maybe even
could see that too.
It's still okay to smoke outside.
Well, the interesting thing is I emphasize that it's a public policy conference. That's the way it was established 28 years ago, and it's kind of a sacred thing that we protect it. You know, everybody comes to us and they want to be on our agenda. You know, it's like, you know, we got to do this. We got to have a session on this at Mackinac. No, that's not what it's about. It's about the issues that are important for this region to continue an economic transformation. And that's, if you look at the agenda and you scrutinize the agenda from a discussion on public-private sector partnerships to a discussion with Nardelli about the automotive industry, it's all related to our economics here. And I think that's the pureness of this that we have to keep in the future.
Well put. Any other thoughts or anything else we need to know for sure about the 28th Annual Mackinac Policy Conference, Dick Blouse?
Well, just remember, if the weather is great, the chamber's responsible, and if it's not, we had nothing to do with it. It's probably a WJR problem.
Yeah, that's right. We'll blame John McMurray. And David Boyle, as President, Michigan and Northwest Ohio Banking National City Corporation. Been a few things happening with the Fed meeting and tinkering with the interest rates, probably for the last time. And some other issues, the subprime fraud, maybe backing off a little bit. Some people in the market starting to feel a little more confident. Anything on the money side or banking side we should know about?
You know, I think we're in for a couple more quarters, quite frankly, Paul, of some missteps or some perceived missteps in the financial services world. We're near the bottom, if not there, for Southeast Michigan. You're starting to see home sales come back. At least the first couple months were good. March was not a good month. I've been talking to some folks in the real estate business. The April sales numbers are looking better. Those numbers aren't available yet, obviously, but there seems to be a little bit of stirring, if you will, for the better here in Southeast Michigan, and that will bode well. But I still think we're 09 before we're going to see some measurable and
I do too. Maybe
change
even
or measurable positives for Southeast Michigan. But just hang on until then, because I think it's coming.
That's good news. Let's end on the good news. Our very special guest, a pleasure to see our old friend Dick Blouse in our studios here, President and CEO of the Detroit Regional Chamber. As we say, especially this time of year, I'll see you on the island. And our co-host, I'll see you on the island.
I'll see you on the island.
David Boyle, President, Michigan, Northwest Ohio Banking National City Corporation, Cleveland, Ohio. And you'll see me and hear me all around the state and right here at 760 on the AM dial on WJR, and, of course, on WJR.com, where you've been a part of the National City Roundtable.